Hi all, good morning. Good morning, Abhin and good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, so I'm sharing my screen. So, online guys, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, let us begin. Before I start for today's session, do you have any questions with the previous session? Which be
No,
everybody clear?
yes, sir.
So, can somebody tell me what are the different components in Power BI?
Power query, power pivot,
Power query, power pivot.
power view, power service.
Abhilip sir, your voice is breaking. मतलब सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है ठीक से. Okay, so we have majorly four components in Power BI: Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, and then Power BI Services. Okay, so out of all four, development के लिए कौन सा जरूरत है? Report development के लिए we need Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power View. Combining these three, we call it as Power BI Desktop. Okay, ये जो तीन है, इन तीनों को मिला के we call it as Power BI Desktop. ठीक है? So Power BI Desktop is used for development of the report. Once the development is done, then we will publish it in Power BI Service. Power BI Service has its own features. शेयर कैसे करते हैं, सिक्योरिटी कैसे अप्लाई करते हैं, okay, all those things automate कैसे करते हैं, all those things we will do it in Power BI Service, right? So now today first we will try to install Power BI Desktop. Okay, I have already installed, but I will show you how to do it. Okay, Power BI Desktop download. Okay, I'm sharing this link also. The chat, and also I will put it here. This document will be shared with you guys, so I am putting the link, direct link here. तो आपको क्या करना है, इस लिंक में आना है, language should be English only, and then click on download. Once you click on download, दो चीजें आएंगे. Okay, इसमें से कौन सा select करना है? Mostly it will be 64 bit. How to know which one to select? You come to your my computer, my PC. Okay, this PC. Okay, you come to this PC, do a right click, go to properties. Here you will see what is the configuration, 64 bit or 32 bit, that you will see it here. Okay, mostly it will be 64 only nowadays. So you need to select this 64 bit. Okay, select this and click on download. This will not take much time. 1-2 minutes में this will get download. इसको install करना भी it is very easy. You just need to right click, run as an administrator. Okay, I will show you 1 second.
So this, sir, for mine, I tried, but I didn't go through that. So I don't know how to.
Okay, for Mac, I just spoke to Shankar sir also regarding that. He is searching something. Okay, he will connect with you maybe after this class or today. He okay. This whatever I am telling is for Windows users. For Mac, let's see how we can do that. Okay, so download completed. Okay, go to downloads और यहाँ पे you just need to do a right click and run as administrator. Okay, when you click on run as administrator, then it will ask you, okay, language, keep it as it is English, click on next. Okay, then nothing it will ask you. You just need to click on next, accept terms and conditions, and then click on next, and then do not change this location. Okay, C drive में ही रहने दो. Don't change this location. Keep it in C drive only, and then click again on next, and then click on install and finish. Okay, it's a very simple software to install. In that way, you can do it. Keep this one also. Create a desktop shortcut. Okay, I'm not doing this one because I already have it. No need to pay anything, no need of email ID, no need of anything. Anybody can directly download in their laptop and they can start working on it for the Power BI desktop. जब Power BI service आएगा, we need license. At the time, I will tell you how to create a license. Okay, so that will come much later. But for development part, we just need this software. So once you install it, like this, a shortcut will be created. Power BI desktop. Okay, and then just double click here. It will open. Okay, it like this, it will open. This blank report you need to take. Okay, click on the blank report. It may ask you to sign in like this. If it asks you to sign in, just cancel it. It is not required. Okay, development के लिए you don't need to have any email ID. कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए आपके लिए. Once you want to publish it, at the time you need to sign in. उसके लिए हमें license चाहिए. We need a service account. That I will tell you when we go to that level. Right now, you just need to open this one. Other than this, nothing is required. And now, first let's try to understand whatever we have discussed in the last session. Power BI का architecture we have seen, right? Power Query क्या करता है, Power View क्या करता है, Power Pivot क्या करता है. Okay, these three we will focus. Okay, तो actually उसका importance क्या है? Let's try to understand. Okay, so अभी आपको कुछ सीखना नहीं है. Just you need to follow कि what is the importance of each one. That's it. Okay, I'm not teaching you anything, how to create a report, how to import and all. अभी मैं नहीं दिखा रहा हूँ, मतलब दिखा रहा हूँ, but I am not explaining. I'm just going to tell you what is the importance of this one, what is the importance of this one, what is the importance of this one. That's what I'm going to explain. Okay, कैसे करना है? After some time I will tell you. So right now I will take an Excel. I am importing. ये सब कैसे करना है मैं फिर से explain करूंगा, ठीक है? So तीन टेबल है, एक ऑर्डर्स टेबल है, एक पीपल टेबल है, एक रिटर्न्स टेबल है. तीनों को मैं ले रहा हूं. Now load the data. Okay, I will tell you again. I will tell you again. I'm just trying to explain you what is the importance of each module. ठीक है? So Power Query. Okay, Power Query का काम क्या है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप इसको एक्सपैंड में करता हूं. मेरे पास ऑर्डर्स टेबल के सारे कॉलम्स है, ठीक है? जो जो कॉलम्स वहां पे हैं ऑर्डर सोर्स में, वो सारे कॉलम्स यहाँ पे दिख रहे हैं. बट व्हेन आई क्लिक ऑन पीपल टेबल, यहाँ पे कॉलम का नाम नहीं आ रहा है. ओके, यहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है? कॉलम 1, कॉलम 2, कॉलम 3. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई वांट टू क्रिएट ए विजुअलाइजेशन, मुझे एक विजुअलाइजेशन बनाना है. ईच कैटेगरी का सेल्स कितना है, तो मुझे पता है कि कैटेगरी कॉलम दिस वन, दिस इज द कैटेगरी कॉलम. आई विल जस्ट ड्रैग इट हियर. मुझे पता है दिस इज द सेल्स कॉलम, so I will drag it here. I will get each category what is the sales. But अगर मुझे कुछ ऐसा चीज चाहिए जैसे कि सेल्स पर्सन, पीपल टेबल में सेल्स पर्सन का कॉलम है, मगर यहां से मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा है कि कौन सा कॉलम वो है, राइट? आई डोंट नो विच कॉलम इज पर्सन, so I don't know how to drag it. For example, when I don't know what column it is, then it is very difficult for me to understand कि कौन सा कॉलम मुझे यूज करना है, राइट? तो यहाँ पे जब मैं टेबल व्यू में जाता हूँ, I will tell you what is all those things. Table view में when I go to people table, I know this first column is person. कॉलम 1 मेरा, कॉलम 1 में ईच पर्सन का नाम है, बट कॉलम नाम क्या है? कॉलम 1 है, बट इट शुड बी पर्सन. कॉलम 2 शुड बी रीजन, कॉलम 3 शुड बी यूजर आईडी. मतलब फर्स्ट रो जो है दैट शुड बी माय कॉलम नेम. तो थोड़ा क्लीनिंग की जरूरत है, क्लीनिंग इज नॉट डन प्रॉपरली, राइट? सो इन पावर क्वेरी व्हाट आई विल डू, आई विल गो टू पावर क्वेरी. पहले कैसे जाऊंगा? ट्रांसफॉर्म डेटा में, ट्रांसफॉर्म डेटा में जब जाऊंगा आई विल गो टू पावर क्वेरी एडिटर. ऊपर दिख रहा है लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पावर क्वेरी एडिटर. तो वी आर इन पावर क्वेरी नाउ. तो कौन से टेबल को क्लीन करना है? पीपल टेबल. सो आई विल क्लिक ऑन पीपल टेबल. ठीक है, यहाँ पे क्या दिख रहा है? मेरा पहला रो जो है दैट शुड बी माय कॉलम. So I have an option here called use first row as headers. मतलब फर्स्ट रो को हेडर रो की तरह यूज करना है. So when I click on this one, what will happen? It will automatically take my first row as my header column, right? So when I do a close and apply, what will happen? The changes will be applied here. ठीक है, तो यहां से मुझे अभी पता चल जाएगा कि कौन सा कॉलम में क्या डेटा है. Okay, so from here I can understand in which table what column I have. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
First one, second. Okay, so we can easily understand which column is what from here, right? So now, for example, I will take this one person column and put it on a column chart, and then orders table में से sales. Source में है already. Source data में I will tell you, I will show you. Okay, I am just showing you importance of each one. फिर से हम we will go back and I will come back again. Okay, so अभी if you see here, now what happened? I am taking person column from the people table, sales column from the order table, and I am able to get the result, right? All these things I will show you step by step. I will go. Okay. Right. Okay. So after cleaning the data, I can easily understand कि person column कौन सा है, region column कौन सा है, user ID column कौन सा है. Accordingly, I can use it on the visualization. Similarly, for example, requirement क्या था? Requirement था कि I want to show person का first name and sales. ठीक है, मतलब क्या दिखाना है? पर्सन का फर्स्ट नेम ओनली आई नीड टू शो, पूरा नाम नहीं दिखाना है. आई जस्ट नीड टू शो ओनली फर्स्ट नेम, दैट इज द रिक्वायरमेंट. मगर हमारे पास फर्स्ट नेम का कॉलम है नहीं है, सो हाउ टू शो दैट वन? वी कैन नॉट शो, हमारे पास वो कॉलम चाहिए. सो देन अगेन सम क्लीनिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड. ओके, सो व्हाट आई विल डू, अगेन आई विल गो टू पावर क्वेरी. हियर आई हैव मल्टीपल ऑप्शंस. सो इस कॉलम को मुझे स्प्लिट करना है. ओके, फर्स्ट नेम एंड लास्ट नेम में स्प्लिट करना है. सो आई विल सेलेक्ट दिस वन. Okay, I will select this column, and here I have an option called split column. So when I click on this one, I will say जहां पे I have space, वहां से मुझे split करना है. So I will select by delimiter. and I will say space, leftmost delimiter space and click on OK. So this will be split into 2 columns. So ये मेरा first name हो जाएगा and this will become my last name. And then again close and apply. So अभी ये person column नहीं है. We have first name and last name. So what I will do, I will remove this person column and use the first name here. So I will get the first name and last name. So this is the main use of Power Query. पावर क्वेरी का मेन क्या काम क्या होता है, बेस्ड ऑन द डेटा अगर मुझे कुछ भी क्लीन करना है, ओके, कॉलम नेम सही नहीं है या फिर जैसे एक कॉलम को स्प्लिट करना है, ओके, then those kind of things we can do it in Power Query. We have so many options. We will go one by one later on. Yeah, any question online?
Sure, sir.
Who is this 8305399? Hello? Just give me 1 second.
Hello. 8305399. May I know the name?
Okay, so yeah, so the Power Query economy, what happens in Power Query if you want to do any kind of changes in the data? Okay, we have so many options here. We will see one by one. Okay, multiple options are there in Home tab, Transform tab, Add column tab, View tab. Well, there are so many options are there. But main purpose of Power Query is to transform the data. डेटा को एक जगह से मतलब to show it in a different way. If you want to do any kind of changes, you can do it in Power Query. For example, agar if I don't use Power Query, I cannot get this first name. Okay, that is the use of Power Query. Second is Power Pivot. Power Pivot में क्या होता है? Data modeling होता है, right? What happens in Power Pivot? Data modeling. So what is the importance of data modeling? So if we go to model view, यहाँ पे जो third option है, this is called model view. Okay, this also is not cleaned. इसको भी column name सही नहीं है. How to do that? Again, we will go to Power Query. We will select the table. The first पहला जो row है, that I want to make it header row. So I will click on use first row as headers. So this also will be converted and again close and apply. Okay, model view में, for example, I do not have a relationship between people table and order table. Okay, इन दोनों के बीच में फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेरे पास कोई भी रिलेशन नहीं है, ठीक है। रिलेशन नहीं होने से क्या होगा, अभी हमने क्या किया, फर्स्ट नेम पीपल टेबल से लिया है, सेल्स ऑर्डर्स टेबल से लिया है, राइट? यस नो ऑनलाइन गाइस?
Yes, sir.
We have taken first name from the people table and orders from the sales from the orders table. When I come to visualization, if you see all the numbers are showing same. So what is happening here? Data filtration is not happening. Data यहाँ से यहाँ filter नहीं हो रहा. Okay, that's why it is not giving us correct results. Wrong results there are. When you have a relationship, Okay, when you have a relationship between these two tables, region को regions के साथ, then what will happen? Data will get filtered now, and now you will get the correct results. If you are working on more than one table, then there should be a relationship between two tables. How to create a relationship, what all things are required, that I will tell you later. Okay, right now what I am telling you is data modeling का importance क्या है. अगर data modeling नहीं है, then you will not get correct results. That's why you need the relationship between tables. इसको कैसे build करते हैं, क्या है, that I will teach you later. Okay, guys, following online?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Then और क्या होता है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल मुझे यहाँ पे आई नीड समथिंग लाइक ईयर ऑन ईयर ग्रोथ दिखाना है, या फिर फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई वांट टू शो इन ए कार्ड विजुअल. एक कार्ड विजुअल में मुझे क्या दिखाना है, ईस्ट रीजन का सेल्स क्या है, ओनली ईस्ट रीजन. इफ आई शो, अगर मैं यहाँ पे सेल्स लेता हूं, दिस इज माई ओवरऑल सेल्स. ठीक है, पूरा डेटा में मेरा सेल्स कितना है, दैट इज व्हाट आई एम शोइंग इट हियर. So if you add these four things, no, it will come to 2.3 only. Okay, 0.73 plus 0.68 plus 0.50 plus 0.39. If you add up all four, it will come to 2.30 only. But मुझे क्या दिखाना है, only east region का sales दिखाना है. Okay, so I cannot use a direct column. अगर sales लेता हूँ, I will get the overall sales. So what I will do, I need to create that one. So I need to write a DAX function. So I will go to a new measure. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नाम मैं इसको ईस्ट सेल्स करके दूंगा. ओके, एंड देन आई विल राइट समथिंग कॉल्ड कैलकुलेट. ये सब कैसे लिखना है, कौन सा कहां पे लिखना है, दैट आई विल टेल लेटर. ओके, जस्ट एन ओवरव्यू आई एम गिविंग. सो आई वांट टू कैलकुलेट सम ऑफ सेल्स. व्हेन आई वांट टू कैलकुलेट सम ऑफ सेल्स, व्हेन रीजन इज इक्वल टू ईस्ट. मुझे ईस्ट रीजन का ही चाहिए, राइट? Now it will show me only east region sales. Okay, ये जो sales है, this belongs to only east region. Okay, if I want to test it, what I can do, I can take the region here and sales here. So if you see east region का sales कितना है, 6.78, right? 6.78 मतलब 678.92 thousand or 67, both are same. Okay, if I convert this one into none, it will give you the same value, right? So when I want to create something by my own, कुछ calculation लिख के if I want to calculate, then I will write some kind of DAX functions. Okay, this also will be done in Power Pivot only. ये जो है data enhancement, no, this is nothing but what we have created now. So data modeling का importance क्या है और data enhancement का importance क्या है, that is what we have seen, right? एंड पावर व्यू में क्या करते हैं, वी विल क्रिएट द रिक्वायर्ड विजुअल्स. जो भी विजुअल्स बनाना है, दैट वी विल क्रिएट इन द पावर व्यू. ओके गाइस, फॉलोइंग व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ ईच वन?
Yes, sir.
She need to come back. वेटिंग रूम नहीं है, माफ कर दो. कौन प्रॉब्लम कौन चला? Okay, so each one row importance is that one. Power query का importance है for to clean anything. Okay, data cleaning कुछ भी करना है, transform करना है, you need power query. Power pivot का importance क्या है? You need a data model. When you are working on multiple tables, you need a data model, or else you will not get the correct results. Okay, so data modeling is important. That is done in power pivot. Any new calculation you want to create, that needs to be done by using DAX. So that also will be done in power query, sorry, power pivot. उसके बाद power view में आके we will create the required visuals. Okay, right. Now let me delete all these things. Okay, let's try to understand the interface now. Okay, अभी we are starting now. Okay, अभी to actually start हो जी. Interface of Power BI. Okay, Power BI install ହେଲା ପରେ जब आप ओपन करते हो your Power BI desktop, it will look like this. Okay, so the topmost part, this part is called ribbon menu. Okay, this part is called ribbon menu. In this ribbon menu we have multiple tabs: home tab, insert tab, modeling tab, view tab, optimize tab, help tab. Okay, in the ribbon menu we have multiple tabs: home tab, insert tab, model. These are the different tabs. हाँ, एरा सबो multiple tabs को आ जाए. Okay, what tab? tab. Okay, so here we have multiple options that we will see it. Okay, so majorly this is called ribbon menu. Okay, terminology is very important. Why I am telling terminology is important? When you are working in real time situation, the other person will be sitting somewhere else. Online re thibo. Always all your meetings, presentation, everything will be online. If suppose he says you, tame eta present course, you are presenting this one, and the person is saying that can you please go to table view? You need to know where is table view, right? So table view is this one. You need to come here. If he says, can you go back to report view? So you need to know what is report view. This is the report view. If I say, can you expand the data pane? So you need to know where is the data pane, right? So that's why these terminologies are important. So this one is called ribbon. If I say in the ribbon, can you go to the modeling tab? So in this ribbon, where is the modeling tab? This is the modeling tab. Okay, can you go back to the home tab? This is the home tab. Okay, so you need to know the terminology. So this is called ribbon menu. These are the different tabs. And then in the extreme right hand side, you have something called data pane. Okay, extreme right ray, what you have? You have the data pane. So topmost part ray, what you have the ribbon menu, and inside ribbon menu you have multiple tabs like home, insert, modeling, etc. Okay, different tabs you have. Then extreme right hand side, you have data pane. Okay, data को ही fields pane भी माने sometimes they call it as fields pane. Okay, previously like the last version and all, the name was fields pane. Now they have converted into data pane. Both are same. Okay, this is called data pane. So if you want to, you need to expand means you need to click here. You need to collapse means you need to click on this one. Okay, data pane, what you will see what all the tables you have imported. Okay, source रो हमें आप जो भी tables को import करते हैं वो सारे tables you will show it here. It will show it here. And inside each table, what are the different columns are available? Everything will show up here. Okay. This is called metadata. In technical word, we call it as metadata. Metadata means what? You will not see any data here. First name के अंदर क्या data है that you cannot see. But you will see the name of the field, name of the table. Only names जहाँ पे भी रहते हैं उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Metadata बोलते हैं. Okay. So data pane mein what you will see? You will see the table names and the different column names available. Right? Then next to data pane, you have visualization pane. Okay, you have visualization pane. In visualization pane, what you will see? You will see different types of visuals available. Okay. Whatever visuals you want to create, no, that will be available here only. Out of these visuals only, you are going to create any kind of report. So in visualization pane, you have different visuals. Bar chart, column chart, pie chart, donut chart, table chart, slicer, okay, card chart, Gauss chart, matrix chart. Like this, you have ribbon chart. You have multiple charts available in visualization pane. So any visual you want to create, you need to take it from here only. Okay. So this is visualization pane. And next to visualization pane, you have filters pane. Okay. Next to visualization pane, you have filters pane. In visualization pane, majorly what you will have? All the different visuals. Okay. Filters pane, what you will see? You will see different filters. What are the different filters? How to use? We will come back later. Okay. So this is a filters pane. Okay. And then we have in the middle, this is called report canvas. Okay, what do we call this one? What we call it? Huh? Report canvas. Report canvas. In the report canvas only, you will create all the visuals. Whatever the visuals, whatever the report you are going to generate, right? Everything you will create in the report canvas only. Sometimes they call it only canvas also. Both are same. And then at the bottom you have page navigation. Okay, at the bottom you have page navigation. So you can add multiple pages here. Okay, you can navigate from page 1 to page 3, page 3 to page 2, page 1. Okay, like in Excel sheet we have multiple sheets. Similarly in Power BI also we have multiple pages. These are called page navigations. And then we have 4 different views. On the extreme left side, we have views. Okay, what are those views? First one is report view. Second one is table view. Third one is model view. Fourth one is DAX view. Okay. So a DAX view is something recently come up. Okay. And maybe last 2 months or 3 months back only this has come up. Okay. I will tell you each one what is the use. Okay. So majorly our work will be in the report view. Report view is nothing but your Power View. Okay. Our Power BI desktop, we have 3 modules, right? Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power View. So Power View is also called as report view. We will be creating visuals in the report view only, right? So this is also called as Power View. In the table view, whatever the data you have imported, that can be seen in the table view. Okay. How many number of rows are there? Okay. Different columns are there. What is the data inside that one? That data, if you want to see, you can come in the Power Table view and you can see the data. You can click on people table, you can see what is the data available. You can come to returns table, you can see what is the data available here.
So this sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
So from where this data came now, which you are working now, it is like by default from the Power BI, or you already
No, not by, I will tell you. Now I am just showing you the interface. How to pull the data, I have not yet taught.
Okay.
Okay. What are the different components? What are the different options we have in Power View? That only I am teaching you. खाली what only अभी मैं terminology आपको सिखा रहा हूँ, ठीक है? कौन से टैब में क्या होता है? That is what I am showing you. I will tell you again how to pull the data.
Okay, sir.
Okay. तो टेबल व्यू में क्या होता है? जो भी डेटा हम पुल करते हैं वो डेटा आपको देखना है, then you can see it in the table view. मॉडल व्यू में क्या होता है? वॉट एवर द टेबल्स यू हैव पुल्ड, वेदर दे हैव रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन देम और नॉट, डेटा मॉडलिंग अगर करना है, दैट यू विल डू इट इन द मॉडल व्यू. DAX query view में you can write some DAX functions, like for example, if I say evaluate values from category, it will show me what are the different categories, distinct values क्या है वो सब दिखाई देगा. मतलब जो भी आप लिखोगे that it will evaluate and it will show you a preview. This we will discuss later. This is not so important, but I will show you how things work here. Okay, so we have 4 different views. This is one important interview point of view question. What are the different views available in Power BI desktop? Okay, one is report view, second one is table view, third is model view, and fourth one is DAX query view. Okay, terminology wise, everybody clear now?
Yes, sir.
This is called as, yeah. Any question? So now you should be comfortable. If I ask you, can you go to the model view? Where you will go? Where is the model view?
The third one.
Left hand side, third one.
Yes.
Okay, this is the model view. If I ask you, can you go back to the report view?
Top
First
one,
one, right? In the left hand side, the first one is the report view. If I ask you, can you add a new page to the report? If I ask you, can I add a new page? At the bottom, you need to click on the new page. So it will add a new page. If I ask you, can you go to the insert tab in the ribbon menu? In the top, you need to go to the insert menu. If I ask you, can you expand the filters pane? Right hand side, you have the filters pane. You need to click on this arrow mark. It will expand the filters pane. If I say, can you expand the visualization pane? Where is the visualization pane?
The second one.
Next
Near
to
to the
filters. Okay, you need to expand. If I ask you, can you click on the report canvas? So this is my report canvas. Report canvas. Okay, this is my report canvas. Okay. If I ask you go to home tab, this is my home tab. This is all about the terminologies in Power BI desktop. If I ask you, can you go to Power Query? Power Query को जिब्बार If you want to, आपको अगर Power Query में जाना है, what you will do? In the home tab, you have transform data. Okay, click on transform data and again click on transform data. It will take you to the Power Query editor. Okay, if you want to go back to the report view, what we need to do? We need to close this one, close and apply. Then you will go back to your report view. Okay. So Power BI desktop के अंदर navigation is everybody clear? How to navigate from one place to another place? Or any questions here?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, if you open any tabs, so if you come back from there, we have to apply, close and apply button. We have to choose. Then we can come back.
So what will, if suppose you are in Power Query, okay, only in Power Query you will see this close and apply. Okay, if you are doing some changes here, okay, for example, what I want in this one, I will say replace values and I will say wherever CA is there, instead of CA, I want to change it to Canada. And click on OK. So what happened? wherever CA, जहां जहां CA था इस कॉलम में, that has been replaced with Canada. Now if I click on close, what will happen? This will not be applied. Okay, अगर मैं सिर्फ close करता हूं, and if I go back to my this thing, go back to my data, and if I see here, it is still CA only. Okay, but if I do a close and apply, again I am going to Power Query, and again I will come here and I will say replace values, and I will say jahan jahan CA hai, replace it with Canada. Okay, and then when I click on close and apply, what will happen? It will be applied and then it will be closed. Power Query में वो changes होके then it will be applied. Now if I go to the table view and see, wherever CA was there, it is converted into Canada now. ठीक है, क्लोज एंड अप्लाई का मतलब क्या है? आप जो भी ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन किए हो, अप्लाई किए हो, दैट शुड बी अप्लाइड एंड देन इट शुड बी क्लोज्ड, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you should be comfortable with the terminologies and the options we have in Power BI desktop. Okay. I didn't get you. How data will come to Power Query, you are asking? Now we will discuss that one. Okay, I have not taught you how to import the data. Okay, right now अभी तक मैंने क्या समझाया आपको, पावर बीआई के अंदर क्या क्या ऑप्शंस होते हैं. अगर मैं बोलूंगा कि आप रिपोर्ट व्यू में जाओ, टेबल व्यू में जाओ, या फिर डेटा पेन में जाओ, या फिर फिल्टर्स पेन में जाओ, विजुअलाइजेशन पेन में जाओ, या फिर ऐड ए न्यू पेज, go to Power Query, come back from Power Query, navigation part I am teaching you. Okay, navigation should be clear by now. Okay, yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now I will tell you how to import the data. Let's come back again. Okay, so I will again open my Power BI desktop. I will go to blank report. For example, you are working on a project. Okay, you guys are working on a project. Project का नाम कुछ भी हो, some analytics. Okay, so for this you need some tables. इसके लिए data चाहिए. To create a report you need the data. So you will ask them, जो भी आपको requirement देता है, you will ask him, where is the data stored? Same question you can ask even, what is the data source? What is the data source मतलब क्या है? मेरा डेटा कहां पे है? अभी जो डेटा यूज करके मुझे रिपोर्ट बनाना है, that data is where I will find the data, right? For example, if I tell you, can you deliver a product at my home? You will ask me ना, वो प्रोडक्ट कहाँ पे है? मुझे जो डिलीवर करना है वो प्रोडक्ट मुझे चाहिए, नहीं तो मैं कैसे डिलीवर करूंगा? So I need that product. So similarly, if I want to create a report, I need the data. The data कहाँ पे है? So they will tell you where is the data. It can be SQL Server, it can be Excel, it can be Oracle, it can be Snowflake, कुछ भी हो सकता है. Data can be stored in any of the databases, right? So once you get that information, for example SQL Server में data है, तो SQL Server को मैं कैसे कनेक्ट करूंगा? I need what? I need some connection details. मतलब क्या है? इस SQL Server का एड्रेस. When I ask you to deliver a product, I am giving you a product and asking you to deliver at my home. What you will do? आप product लेके घूमने नहीं जाओगे, right? What you will ask me? आपका घर कहाँ पे है? मुझे अगर ये प्रोडक्ट को डिलीवर करने हैं आपके घर में, मुझे पता होना चाहिए कि आपका घर कहाँ है. Then only I can deliver it. So I need the address. So similarly, when that person is telling you the data is in SQL Server, वो SQL Server का कनेक्शन डिटेल्स क्या है, मतलब उसका एड्रेस क्या है? SQL सर्वर में बहुत सारे डेटाबेस होंगे, कौन से SQL सर्वर में आपका डेटा है, तो उसका एड्रेस मुझे चाहिए. सो जब आप एड्रेस मतलब टेक्निकल टर्म्स में कनेक्शन डिटेल्स. ओके, सो देन दे विल प्रोवाइड यू द सर्वर नेम एंड डेटाबेस नेम, और उसका यूजर आईडी पासवर्ड भी जनरली दे विल गिव यू. ओके, इधर आपके यूजर नेम को दे विल गिव यू द एक्सेस, मतलब you will have a user email ID, right? When you join any organization, they will give an user ID. For that user ID, they will give access to this server and this database, ताकि आप अपना खुद का email डाल के you can connect it. Sometimes what will happen, they will give a service ID. Service ID मतलब क्या है? It will be same for everybody. मतलब user name will be something like abc@tcs.com. Password will be something pbi@1234, कुछ भी. तो अगर आपको लॉग इन करना है, you will take this user ID and this password, you will log in. Okay, for example, Prasanna, you want to log in, you will also use the same user ID and same password. Okay, Chinmay, you want to log in, you also use the same user ID and password. मतलब ये user ID and password are common for everybody, it is common. So common user ID and password को they call it as service ID. Okay, अगर वो common सबके लिए है, मतलब आपका टीम जो डेवलपर्स का टीम है, सब लोग को एक कॉमन यूजर आईडी पासवर्ड दे देंगे, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड सर्विस आईडी. अगर आपका खुद का ईमेल के लिए दे हैव गिवन एक्सेस, देन दैट इज ए नॉर्मल यूजर आईडी एंड पासवर्ड. You don't need to give at the time, you just need to connect to this one. अगर सर्विस आईडी वो लोग दे रहे हैं, then you need to use the user ID and password also. Okay, so finally, if you want to connect to a database, you need these connection details. Okay, until unless you ask them, they won't give you. वो आपको रिक्वायरमेंट पकड़ा लेंगे, बोलेंगे you build the report. You need to ask them कि आपका डेटा कहाँ पे है. Then they will tell you SQL server में मेरा डेटा है. Then you need to ask them, can you please give me the connection details? Then they will give you the connection details. ठीक है? Until unless you don't ask them, they won't provide you. They will think that you have everything. Clear? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Right. So these are the things essential. आपका डेटा अगर SQL में है, you need this detail. आपका डेटा अगर Oracle में है, you need these details. आपका डेटा Snowflake में है, similarly there will be different connection details for every database. Those connections they need to provide to you. अगर आपका डेटा Excel में है, then you need to ask the path. Okay, path of Excel मतलब वो भी कहीं ना कहीं स्टोर होगा ना, कोई फोल्डर में, कोई शेयर पॉइंट में, कोई गूगल ड्राइव में, कहीं ना कहीं that is stored. So you need to know the path of that file. Right? Once you have this data, then only you can connect Power BI with the source. ठीक है? How to connect? Then let's try to understand. For example, first I will try to connect with SQL Server. Okay, I have SQL Server installed in my laptop. That is not required for you as of now, mandatory. I will tell you when it is required. Okay. So ये मेरा server नाम है. This is the name of my server. So I will copy this. So under this server, I have multiple databases. I have sales analytics, dev, UAT, and product. तीन अलग-अलग database है मेरा इस server के अंदर. I want to connect to, for example, this database. Sales analytics dev को connect करना है. Connect करके इसके अंदर there will be multiple tables. यहाँ पे I have only 3 tables, but in general real time you will have multiple tables. For example, I will do one thing. Adventure Works database. ये Microsoft का एक database है, for practice purpose Microsoft has given. So I think I already have that one. Let's see. Restore database, device. Yeah. I will tell you this one later on. Okay. ओके यहाँ पे एक डेटाबेस है ऑलरेडी. सो जनरली आप रियल टाइम में जब आप काम करोगे, व्हेन यू क्लिक ऑन दिस वन, दिस डेटाबेस एंड टेबल्स, यू विल हैव मल्टीपल टेबल्स हियर. बहुत सारे टेबल्स होंगे एंड यू डोंट नीड ऑल द टेबल्स फॉर योर रिपोर्ट. ठीक है, आपका रिपोर्ट के लिए यू डोंट नीड ऑल द टेबल्स. देयर विल बी 5 or 6 टेबल्स ओनली रिक्वायर्ड. सो वंस यू हैव दिस कनेक्शन डिटेल्स, ओके, कैसे कहां पे डेटा है और कैसे कनेक्ट करना है, दिस इंफॉर्मेशन वंस यू हैव, देन द सेकंड क्वेश्चन यू नीड टू आस्क इज what are the tables required in this project. Okay, कौन से टेबल्स चाहिए मुझे इस रिपोर्ट बनाने के लिए, दैट इंफॉर्मेशन ऑल्सो दे नीड टू प्रोवाइड यू. क्लियर? So once you have that information, for example, I need, they will tell me fact internet sales, then they will say dim product, then dim customer. These are the 3 tables required for your project. Okay, डेटाबेस का नाम क्या है? एडवेंचर वर्क्स. Okay, this is the database and these are the tables required. ये सारे information you need to have before you start a report. Report development करने से पहले you need to have the database, database का connection details जैसे server name, database name, username, password you need, और उसके साथ connect करने के बाद what are the tables required for this project, that information also you need it. All these things will be provided to you by your team lead or project manager or whoever is the person there. Okay, so once you have this information, and then what you will do, you will come to Power BI desktop. Okay, यहाँ पे you see something called get data, right? Get data home tab में you see something called get data. Online guys, are you following?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you need to go to get data. Here you have some data sources. These are called data source connectors. Okay, इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Connectors बोलते हैं, data source connectors. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 or 11 connectors are there, right? But for example, I want to connect it to Oracle. Do I have a connector here? No. If I want to connect it to Azure Databricks, if I want to connect it to Snowflake, if I want to connect it to some Google Drive, okay? So their data can be anywhere. उसका connector यहाँ पे नहीं दिख रहा है, but we have those connectors. You need to click on more. When you click on more, you will get multiple connectors here. Here you have more than 70-80 connectors are there. आपका डेटा कहां पे भी स्टोर हो, you have a direct connector here. Okay? इसके अलावा mostly not possible. If there is something like that, there is a different way. Okay, you need to install ODBC drivers. बहुत सारे drivers कनेक्ट मतलब इंस्टॉल करने पड़ेंगे. Then you need to do that. Will be done by the आपका admin team जो होगा, they will do and they will show you if there is something which is not available here. But in that kind of situation will not happen. Okay. So once you have these connectors here, now I want to connect it to Oracle, for example. I will click on here, Oracle, and I have an Oracle database. If I want to connect it to Databricks, Azure Databricks, so I have the connector here. If I want to connect it to SharePoint, so I have the SharePoint connectors. If I want to connect it to MySQL, I have the MySQL database. कोई भी database आप connect करना चाहोगे, we have the option. आपको web से connect करना है, direct web में जो data है उसको लाना है. So we have the web connector also. You need to come here and just paste the URL here. Okay, आपका data कहीं पे भी हो, you need to go to get data, go to more options, and here you have all the options: text file, XML, JSON, folder, PDF, Parquet. Okay, different databases. Okay, all the connectors are available here, right? Now we want to connect it to what? अभी हम कहाँ किसके साथ कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं? Power BI को किसके साथ? मेरा डेटा कहाँ पे है?
SQL में
SQL server में, right? We are connecting to this one. This is my SQL server, right? इस ये सर्वर के अंदर, इस डेटाबेस के अंदर I need these 3 tables, right? So what I will do, I need the server name. So this is my server name. They will provide you this one. So I will come to my Power BI desktop and search for SQL server, SQL server. Okay, SQL server database. Click this, click on connect. When you click on connect, it will ask you for the server name and database name. Okay, मेरा server name हमने already copy कर दिया है. I am pasting that server name. अगर आपको database name पता है, you can put it here. Or else जितने सारे databases है under this server, everything it will show. Okay, so it is optional. You can put it or you can leave it. What is import, what is direct, what is advanced option, that I will tell you later. Okay, so I am connecting to server and then click on OK. Now technically in real time it will ask you for username and password, but I don't have any username and password, that's why it is not asking me. But in real time it will ask you for username and password in this situation. Okay, so you, after providing the username and password, then you will come to this place. तो ये हमारा सर्वर है, इसके अंडर में 4 डेटाबेसेस है, राइट? इफ यू सी हियर, अंडर दिस सर्वर आई हैव 4 डेटाबेसेस. All the 4 databases are showing here, right? Now my interest is in this database, so I will go to this database. Under this database, whatever the tables are available, everything will show up. Okay, but हमको क्या चाहिए? We need only 3 tables: fact, internet sales, dim product, dim customer. So I will search them here. So I will say fact, internet sales. So I will select this one, right? And then I want dim customer. I will select this one. And then I will say dim product. I will select this one. So these 3 tables are only required for me for my reporting. तो जब भी हम कोई टेबल को यहां से सेलेक्ट करेंगे, दैट प्रीव्यू इट विल शो हियर. दिस इज नॉट द फुल डेटा. इसका प्रीव्यू, कुछ रोज के डेटा एंड ऑल द कॉलम्स इट विल शो. मतलब बिफोर यू पुल द डेटा इनटू पावर बीआई, यू कैन जस्ट सी कि इसके अंदर क्या डेटा है. ओके, एनी टेबल यू सेलेक्ट, इट विल शो यू द प्रीव्यू ऑफ द डेटा, राइट? सो वंस यू सेलेक्ट द रिक्वायर्ड टेबल्स, जस्ट क्लिक ऑन लोड. अगर आप ट्रांसफॉर्म डेटा में क्लिक करोगे, क्या होगा? इट विल टेक यू टू पावर क्वेरी. ओके, अगर आपको डेटा कुछ एडिट करना है, जनरली आप डेटाबेस के साथ जब कनेक्ट करोगे, देयर विल नॉट बी मच थिंग टू एडिट, क्योंकि डेटाबेस में ऑलरेडी क्लीन डेटा ही होता है. डेटा इंजीनियर का काम क्या है? ही विल क्लीन एंड प्रोसेस एवरीथिंग एंड शो मी ओनली द रिक्वायर्ड डेटा. तो मुझे कुछ क्लीनिंग की जरूरत नहीं होगा. बट अगर आप एक्सेल से काम कर रहे हो, उस टाइम में डेटा इंजीनियर नहीं है, so all the cleaning you need to do. Then you need to go to transform data. आपको transform data में जाना है. It will take you to Power Query editor. Then whatever the cleaning and all you need to do, you will be doing here. And then click on close and apply. अगर आपको Power Query editor में नहीं जाना है, तो वहां पे directly you can click on load. Guys, following? Any questions till now?
No sir.
Right? So in this way you will be pulling the data. So एक situation में you need data from different sources. For example, यहाँ पे requirement क्या है? You need these 3 tables from SQL server. Okay, and you need another 2 tables from Excel. Excel से आपको और 2 टेबल चाहिए. एक है orders table और एक है people table. ये एक अलग सा डेटा सोर्स है. दिस इज डिफरेंट डेटा सोर्स, राइट? सो व्हाट वी विल डू, दिस वन वी हैव ऑलरेडी पुल्ड. सिमिलरली दिस 2 tables आल्सो वी नीड टू पुल. सो व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल गो टू अगेन गेट डेटा. अभी हमारा डेटा कहां पे है? एक्सेल में है. एक्सेल इज माय कनेक्टर. सो आई विल सेलेक्ट द एक्सेल वर्कबुक. कहां पे है? यू नीड टू ब्राउज. जैसे नॉर्मली यू ब्राउज इट, राइट? लाइक दिस यू नीड टू ब्राउज एंड यू नीड टू सेलेक्ट द फाइल and then click on open. So उस sheet के अंदर how many tables are there, everything it will show up here. We need how many tables? Orders and people. Only 2 tables we needed. So when I select orders, it will give me the preview. कि उस table के अंदर what are the different columns, what kind of data is there, that it will show. Similarly, I need people table also. People table, when I click here, you see my column names are not correct. Right? So that means some kind of cleaning is required. So we will not click on load. What we will do? अभी इसमें थोड़ा cleaning करना है. So I will not load the data directly. मुझे clean करना है. So what we should do?
Transform
We should
data.
click on
Data.
transform data so that it will take me to Power Query editor. Okay, यहाँ पे मुझे clean करना है. So I will select the table and click on use first row as headers. So data को थोड़ा modify करना है. उसके बाद I will click on close and apply. So those 2 tables also will come and sit here. So what I am trying to show you here is inside Power BI you can connect to multiple different data sources. आपको कुछ टेबल SQL से लाना है, कुछ टेबल Oracle से लाना है, कुछ टेबल Excel से लाना है, कुछ टेबल Snowflake से लाना है. Any number of connectors you can connect, any number of databases you can connect, any number of tables you can bring into Power BI. But in real world it will be always one database. Okay? अगर real situation में अगर आप पूछोगे, it will be always one database. How to load? That's what I showed, no? आपको क्या करना है? Like this you will click and bring the data, select the file, come here. For example, now I want return. This is the one, and then you just click on load. Right, now returns also came up. Okay. So that is how you load the tables into your Power BI desktop. Till now, any questions, guys? Anybody?
No question.
All clear? We are going from very basic. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, so I think we will stop it here today. Okay, or everybody, if having some time, I can go for another 10-15 minutes. Or should we continue tomorrow?
So, sorry to interrupt. Guys, if you have any questions, please do ask. Okay. Do you understand what is database and all, right? Everybody? Database
Yes, sir.
सबको समझ में आ रहा है? किसी को कुछ डाउट है? Database क्या है? बताओ database क्या है? So can you guys explain what is database?
Correct. Right. Right.
Database
Basically,
क्या है?
wherever the data is stored, that is called database. Excel is also a database. जहां पे भी data store होता है, उसको हम database बोलते हैं. Right. Guys, any questions? Anything?
So database basically आपका जो storage place है जहाँ पे data store होता है in form of tables. ठीक है? जो टेबल सर दिखा रहता है ना, डेटा दिखा रहता है ना, रो एंड कॉलम में डेटा रहता है. सो बेसिकली वो डेटा जहाँ पे स्टोर होता है उसको हम लोग टेबल बोलते हैं. सो इन अ डेटाबेस यू कैन हैव मल्टीपल टेबल्स. ओके, बहुत सारे टेबल्स हम लोग रख सकते हैं. जैसे सर दिखा रहे थे, कस्टमर हो गया, ऑर्डर हो गया, रिटर्न्स हो गया, ये सारे डेटा जो सपोज आप एक बैंक में अकाउंट खोलने जा रहे हो, पहले कस्टमर डिटेल्स कैप्चर होता है एक टेबल में, उसके बाद अकाउंट इंफॉर्मेशन कैप्चर होता है, देन यू विल आल्सो हैव ट्रांजैक्शंस, चेक क्या इशू हो रहा है, चेक डिटेल्स, इंटरेस्ट चार्जेस, ये सारे डिफरेंट डिटेल्स के लिए यू विल हैव डिफरेंट टेबल्स. टेबल में बेसिकली डेटा रो और कॉलम फॉर्मेट में स्टोर होता है. ठीक है? सो दैट्स व्हाट डेटाबेस इज. और किसी को कुछ डाउट है?
Any
गाइस
questions?
बिंदास पूछो यार, डोंट हेजिटेट टू आस्क क्वेश्चंस. कुछ भी डाउट
Anything,
है बिंदास
we are in the very scratch level now. Any kind of questions you have, you can ask. Okay. By today, you should understand how to navigate inside Power BI. Okay. Report view say table view say model view say report view say Power Query view. Okay. Power Query से वापस कैसे आना है. Okay. All these things, filters pane कहाँ पे है, visualization pane कहाँ पे है, data pane कहाँ पे है, पेज नेविगेशन में नया पेज कैसे ऐड करना है, what is the canvas, all this terminology should be clear, and how to connect to any of the database, that should be clear. These 2 points you should be clear by today. डेटा कहीं पे है, उस डेटा को पावर बीआई के अंदर कैसे लाना है, ऑल्सो यू शुड नो. आई हैव शोड यू 2 कनेक्टर्स नाउ. एक्सेल से कैसे लाना है, सीक्वल सर्वर से कैसे लाना है, आई हैव शोड. सिमिलरली कोई भी डेटा सोर्स हो, इट इज द सेम वे यू नीड टू ब्रिंग द डेटा. यहाँ पे जो होता है, दिस इज कॉल्ड मेटा डेटा. यू विल नॉट सी एक्चुअल डेटा, दिस इज डेटा अबाउट द डेटा. जैसे एक टेक्स्ट बुक में यू हैव एन इंडेक्स पेज. इंडेक्स पेज में क्या होता है, चैप्टर नेम, उसका पेज नंबर. उसके अंदर क्या है वहां पे नहीं होता है. जस्ट एन इंडेक्स पेज में व्हाट यू विल सी ओनली द चैप्टर नेम एंड द पेज नंबर. Similarly here also you will see the table name and the column number, column name. What is there inside column you will not see. Okay, that's why this is called as metadata. Okay. Is any questions before we close for today?
No, sir.
No.
Okay, tomorrow I will teach you how to create visuals. Okay, slowly we will try to understand how to create visuals. Before that, let me just tell you one small thing. Another 5 minutes I will close. Okay. Here, which one is x-axis, which one is y-axis?
The horizontal one is x-axis and vertical is y.
So this is x-axis, this is y-axis, right?
It matches requirement
Sorry?
as per the requirement.
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
As per a requirement, we can give the name also. The y can be x and x can be y.
No. Whatever you do, your axis will never change. Okay. आपका axis यही रहेगा. If you are doing a column chart or bar chart, whatever, your axis will never change. आपका x-axis always it will be horizontal, y-axis will be always vertical.
Yes, sir. That's true.
Okay. This is always x-axis. This is always y-axis. There is something which will change, that I will tell you, but axis will never change. Okay. Now, out of these two, which one is a column chart, which one is a bar chart?
The first
Left
one is
side one is what? The first one is what chart?
first one is column chart, sir.
And this one, second one, bar chart. Any other answers for anybody? ये फर्स्ट टा कौन है? व्हाट ये पहला वाला चार्ट कौन सा है? कॉलम और बार?
Column, sir.
This is a column chart. Okay, these are columns. Okay, in a house also you see these pillars. No, these are also called columns. Okay, so vertical ones are always columns and this is bar chart. Okay, for example मुझे यहाँ पे each category का sales दिखाना है. Okay, we have 3 categories, for example furniture, technology and office supplies, और उसका sales कुछ भी है. तो x एक्सिस में क्या डालना चाहिए, y एक्सिस में क्या डालना चाहिए? We need 2 columns.
X-axis sales.
Sorry?
Category x-axis sales y.
Right. यहाँ पे category like category 1, category 2 and category 3. राइट, वाई एक्सिस में क्या डालेंगे? सेल्स नंबर्स, जैसे 0, 10, 20, लाइक दैट यू विल पुट इट. सो C1 का कितना सेल्स है?
20.
समवेयर अराउंड 20, लिटिल मोर देन 20. C2 का क्या है? समवेयर अराउंड 30. C3 का क्या है? समवेयर अराउंड 35 और 40. बट इफ आई पुट कैटेगरी ऑन वाई एक्सिस एंड सेल्स ऑन एक्स एक्सिस, व्हाट विल हैपन? अगर मैं कैटेगरी को इस एक्सिस में डालता हूं, C1, C2, C3 and sales यहाँ पे 10, 20, like that, what will happen?
Irrelevant, sir.
This is irrelevant. We cannot read this visual. ठीक है, इसको हम पढ़ नहीं सकते. C1 कितना है, C2 कितना है, C3 कितना है, we cannot tell, right? Similarly, बार चार्ट में क्या होगा? बार चार्ट में where we should put the numbers and where we should put the text values. Categories will be in y-axis.
Yeah.
Sales should be in x-axis. Then only we can read the chart. So this is where it will change. Okay. Numbers जब column chart में आप use करोगे, your number should be always in y-axis. If you want to show, if the requirement is to show it in bar chart, your numbers will be always in x-axis. Okay. जब यहाँ पे हम create करेंगे, for example, I am taking a bar chart. Okay, this is a bar chart. So your y-axis should be what?
Category.
Basically, your y-axis should be your text value. Okay, like for example, I am taking gender here. Okay, and x-axis should be your numeric values. For example, I will take sales amount or something. Sales amount. Then it will show each gender ka what is the value. But if I am taking a column chart, let me do it in a better way. So I will take orders table. अगर मैं बार चार्ट यूज कर रहा हूं तो कैटेगरी शुड बी इन वाई एक्सिस एंड सेल्स शुड बी इन एक्स एक्सिस, राइट? बट इफ आई एम टेकिंग ए कॉलम चार्ट, व्हाट विल हैपन? इट विल चेंज. एक्स एक्सिस में क्या आएगा? कैटेगरी. एक्स एक्सिस में कैटेगरी आएगा, वाई एक्सिस में यू विल गेट द सेल्स. तो these numeric values are called facts. Okay, and the text values are called dimensions. I will explain it again tomorrow. Okay, it will take little time to explain properly, but just an idea I am giving. Okay, it is very easy to create, but you need to understand what is fact, what is dimension. I will give a proper example, proper explanation tomorrow. Okay, so by today my thing is you should understand the different components in Power BI, how to navigate from one place to another place, how to connect to a data source, what are the things required to connect to a data source, how to pull the data into Power BI. Okay, these things you should know, that's it. Right? How to create visuals, what are different, what are facts, what are dimension, all those things I will explain tomorrow from scratch. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, then I'm closing for today. Almost more than 1 hour. So we will connect tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.